channel Knowledge for Friends. Subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we're gonna start with your quantitative aptitude class, and this has been the classes, your 78 classes, where we had done your 77th classes of the sessions as well. And this has been in arithmetical ability. We had done your operations on numbers, LCM and SCF of numbers, decimal fraction, simplification, averages, square roots, and cube roots. And then we had done the problems on numbers, problems on ages, surds and indices as well. And now we had dealing with a percentage. Here we had reached your which has been we had done your 178 question in the last classes. So today we'll start discussing about your 179th question of the sessions here. In 179th question of the sessions that we have to discuss here, the question being the first question of the session. But before starting with this, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go through the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. We'll go ahead here. That is what we have to talk about it, that the boys and the girls in a college are in the ratio 3:2. If 20% of the boys and 25% of the girls are adults, the percentage of the students who are not adults is, options we have 58%, 67.5%, 78 and 82.5% as well. We'll go ahead for the same. The boys and girls in a college are in ratio 3:2 if 20% of the boys and 25% of the girls are adults. The percentage of the student students who are not adult that we have is and on the same case that we have to find out here. So we talk about it, and that is we have to find out the answer as well. On the same cases here, let the number of boys and girls be, let the number of boys and girls be 3x and 2x respectively. Then number of students who are not adult equals to 80 upon 100 into 3x plus 75 upon 100 into 2x, which is equals to 12x upon 5 plus 3x upon 2, and that is being equals to 39x upon 10. So required percentage equals to 39x upon 10 into 1 upon 5x into 100%, which is equals to 78% here, that we have as an answer. Now we'll go ahead for the next. We talk about it, which is with another question here, and that has been 180th question of the sessions as well. We'll go ahead with 180th question of the session. The question is that a man bought a whole house for rupees 5 lakh and rents it. He put 1/2% of the month each month rent aside for repairs, pays rupees 1660. as annual tax and realizes 10% on his investment. Thereafter, the monthly rent of the house is options we have 2,460, 2,500 to 4,920 and 5,000. We'll go ahead for the same here. So, a man bought a house for rupees 5 lakh and rents it. He put 12 by 2% of each month rent aside for repairs, pays rupees 1660 as annual tax and realizes 10% on his investment. Thereafter, the monthly rent of the house is, this is what we have here. So the monthly rent of the house is an option as I told you only. So we'll go ahead for the same that we have to talk about it, which is really important of course. Suppose monthly rent equals to rupees X. Suppose monthly rent equals to rupees X, then 12x minus 25.2 x that we have 25% 2 of 12x minus 1660, that is equals to 10% of 5 lakh here. So 12x minus 25 upon 200 that we have here into 12x minus 1660 equals to 5 lakh. So 21x upon 2 equals to 51,660 and x equals to 51,660 into 2 upon 21 equals to 4,920 here, that we have as an answer. We'll go ahead for the next, we talk about it. That has been another important question here, and that's what we even do have to go ahead has been the 181th question of the sessions as well. So here we go ahead. The question we have here is that a debitor can pay 87 paisa in the rupee, but if his creditors would take 20% of his debts, he could pay them and have rupees 42 left. His debt and assets respectively are options we have rupees 400, rupees 520, rupees 500, 521, 600, 522, 1525. We'll go ahead for the same, which is 181th question of the session. A debtor can pay 87 paise in the rupee, but if his creditors would take 20% of his debts, he could pay them and have rupees 42 left. his debts and assets respectively are. We have to talk about it, so we find out the answer as well. So let the total debt equals to rupees X. Let the total debt equals to X and asset equals to 87 upon 100 X. After paying 20% of the debt, after paying 20% of the debt, he is left with 80% of the debt plus rupees 42. So 80% of X plus 42 equals to 87 upon 100 X. So 87 upon 100 X minus 80 upon 100 X equals to 42. So X equals to 600. So debt equals to rupees 600 and asset equals to 87 upon 100 into 600, which is equals to rupees 522 here. Now we'll go ahead with another question, which is being of course the important one here. The other question is, if the price of a book is first decreased by 25% and then increased by 20%, then the net change in the price will be. This has been asked in SSC examination paper. Options we have: no change, 5% increase, 5% decrease, and 10% decrease as well. So we go ahead for the same. The price of a book. 182th question of the session here. So if the price of a book is first decreased by 25% and then increased by 20%, then the net change in the price will be. This has been asked in SSC examination paper. Options is no change, 5% increase, 5% decrease, and 10% decrease as well. So we'll go ahead for the solution here, and that what even though we have to talk about it. Let the original price be rupees 100. Let the original price be rupees 100. So now final price equals to 85% of 115% of rupees 100. So rupees 85 upon 100 into 115 upon 100 into 100. This 100 will cancel by here, which will give you rupees 97.75. So decrease equals to 100 minus 97.75%, which is equals to 2.25% here. We will go ahead with another question, which is being the 136th question of the sessions here. Of course, that has been the important one, and that even though we have to talk about it here as well, and that the decrease So the degrees we have here, sorry, that final is your 120 upon 100, then 75. Oh, okay, this has been the wrong here that we had done. Sorry for this mistake. So here, final price we go ahead. Okay, this has been the 100 only. Then final price will be the wrong here. So final price equals to 120% of 25% of rupees 100. So rupees 120 upon 100 into 75 upon 100 into 100, that is equals to rupees 90. So decrease we get 10% we have. Okay, now we go ahead for the next question. We talk about it, which has been the 183rd question of the sessions as well, and which has been of course important one. So 183rd question of the sessions here. The question being asked here is that the price of a shirt is increased by 15% and then reduced by 15%. The final price of the shirt we have. This has been asked in hotel management question paper, which has been of course important one. And the options we have: does not change, increase by 2.25%, decrease by 2.25%, and none of these. So we'll go ahead for the same here. The question we have here is as follows: if the price of the shirt is increased by 15% and then reduced by 15%, the final price of the shirt. This has been asked in hotel management question paper. The options for the same is I told you about it. So we'll go ahead for the finding it out the solution as well. So which is, let the original price be rupees 100. Let the original price be rupees 100. So new final price equals to 85% of or 115% of rupees 100. It will be open rupees 85 100 into 150. So 85 upon 100, and that what we have here into 115 upon 100 into 100, that is further being cancelled equals to 97.75. So decrease we find it out. So decrease is equals to, which has been 100 minus 100 minus, that has been your 97.75. So we'll get here, and that has been equals to 2.25% here, that we have as an answer. So here we're gonna end up with this as well, We have to start discussing about many more of the questions related to it. So here when we can end up with, this will be the 183rd question that we had done here. And after talking about that, yes, we have to do many more questions here as well. That has been the important one. And as I told you, this is the ask in your hotel management question paper, so that is of course being important here. We'll have to continue with 184th question of the session, that has been the 79 classes of the session as well. So other than this, we had done your sociology, software engineering, and we had done your chemistry lastly, where we had completed your unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5, unit 6, unit 7, unit 8, unit 9, as well as with the conversions, logarithms, anti-log, with their symbols, elements, with the atomic mass and molar masses, of course. And after talking about that as well, we had done your understanding the human being comprehensively, the human aspiration and its fulfillment with unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5 with their 2 marks possible question as well. We are dealing with ER diagram, which has been important for the different whatever you had required of, you had just suggested, or we will just have put 100% towards that as well. And we are dealing with English vocabulary, which can enhance your English, that can improve your English speaking as well as communication skill. We are dealing with computer-based numerical and statistical techniques, CBNST, in that we had started with unit 1. We had done even the bisection method as well. In terms of reasoning, we had done your general mental ability, in that we had done verbal reasoning, and in verbal reasoning we had done general mental ability. In the logic reasoning and non-verbal reasoning, we had done your series analogy classification, analytical reasoning, mirror image, water image, embedded figure, completions of incomplete pattern, figure matrix, paper folding, paper cutting, rule detection, grouping of identical figures, cubes and dice, dot situation, constructions of squares and triangles, figure formation, analysis, and your practice question set, that what we have to cover up here, and that what we had done here. In terms of quantitative aptitude, yes, in quantitative aptitude, we had started with arithmetical ability. In that, we had done operations on numbers, SCF and LCM of numbers, decimal fraction, simplification, square roots and cube roots, averages, problems on numbers, problems on ages, odds and indices, percentage, profit and loss, ratio and proportion, partnership, chain rule, time and work pattern system, time and distance, problems on train, boards and streams, allocations of mixture, simple interest, compound interest, logarithm, area, volume and surface area. Then races and games of skills, calendar, clock, stock, bench, show, permutation and combination, probability to discount, banker discount, height and distance, odd and odd series, and data interpretation. We have to cover up tabulation, bar graphs, pie charts, and line graphs as well. So here we're gonna end up with, and it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button, and please like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and you can also enjoy the video as well. So thank you, hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion on a comment box. Thank you. Please keep supporting us as you had supported till the day. Thank you.